Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another exciting installment of Living World. The Darkness Rage Across New York. Now, what we got here is basically Shin-Lo is, getting the patrons that he needed for his new for his new establishment, and basically he asked a very beautiful kinfolk to sing for him. Sing for the patrons that comes in, and basically he requests a song that's from Calvin Harris. Featuring Katy Perry and Big Sean, and also Pharrell. But he is singing, he is doing their parts, and she is doing Katy Perry's. And basically, she is doing more of Katy Perry's than anything else. Basically, he just wants her smooth voice to be singing. And he's basically on like this little broken down keyboard. But it's working very fine. Yamaha's very good at that. And he got his suit on with the Stargazer pin, and basically, that's where we'll begin our scene, basically, is him performing out there and trying to get more people in, and Kim folks and girls coming up there. So that's where we begin our scenes, and people can make their introductions.
I guess I will just stick 10 point where she normally is, ? Sometimes, when it's convenient. She has taken to perching on the rock a good bit during the day as she is sleeping there less and less lately. But yeah, seeing as the casino, the would-be casino, the sort of kind of casino is right near the rest of the cabins, and I believe it's in one of the Stargazer ones, one of the old ones that was abandoned over time. So yeah, it's probably not far away / above. And she's just kind of smirking to herself as Shin-Lo gets his boogie on up there, or over there, whichever is appropriate, and is just kind of sat out on top of the rock, has several slices of antlers spread around her, has a small knife in her hand, and is just shaving away, and just kind of enjoying the ambience from here. This is nice. This is not at all confusing or alarming.
I mean, you say that. This is like the second day that there is some loud, weird music coming from this cabin, and well, as you pointed out, it's close to the other cabins, so the former female cub cabin turned into pack cabin for the children. The door will open, and Latin will enter onto the porch, and will look into the direction of said cabin. A little frowny on her face. She doesn't really know what to think of it. Mind you, she does not actually know, I think, because it's that there might be something going on that she does particularly disapprove of, but like right now she's more like, what's going on over there? She is a little curious and feels that, at least since she's keeper, like partially she needs to kind of know what's going on like set ground. So
this actually turns out to be convenience. So should she glance around after the initial kind of glower in the direction of this noisy place, 10 point will at least greet her with the chin tip back, the little brief kind of backwards nod, and will actually not like demandingly gesture her over, but kind of offer the gesture over if she's curious. The rock isn't that far from the girls' cabin after all.
Yeah, sure. She'll see 10 point and is making her way over there instead of to this weird cabin for now. And yeah, walks up, points towards the cabin with the loud music coming from it. It's like, any idea what's going on there? Do we have a new arrival in Sept?
It is something of Shin-Lo's doing, Raya. He seems to be enjoying himself, though, and the kin are enjoying it. I think they may even be being paid to work there with him. But
okay.
It seems to be full of games.
Games can be fun.
I don't really understand them very well, but everyone else seems to be enjoying it. Though he has requested, and I should run it by you before I even speak to Felix on the details of the spirit, as I'm a little hazy. But he has requested to place a shrine there to Almighty Dollar.
To who?
There's kind of a helpless shrug. I believe it's one of Cockroach's brood, or it's more of a glass walker spirit that I've heard of in passing.
Okay. Would Shin-Lo be aware of the responsibilities that come with keeping up a shrine?
I would
taking care of it?
I mean, if I were to be given permission and understand the terms of it, I would certainly make sure he knew before I was willing to put it up. And would probably just continue to check on it.
Sept already has a lot of shrines, and it's not that I disapprove of a shrine being given to a spirit that deserves it, and if the spirit deserves it, then by all means. But shrines, if they're not being tended to, and not just now, but also after someone has
It's certainly not
gone
a
to join the
temporary thing.
ancestors. Exactly. We don't
I
want to
understand.
have upset spirits because a shrine is fallen in decay.
I don't think it would be hard to sway him if it's quite the I don't know if I would call it a flight of fancy. He seems fairly dedicated, but if you decide to go over there, he's being very flamboyant. Raya, you're not ready for the clothes. They're very yellow.
Yellow.
They're very yellow.
I have not been ready for many clothes I've seen lately.
She's just like giving that little side look, like you think you're ready, but you're not. I'm not ready, and I've seen it before. Like, just nobody's ready.
Definitely not ready, but hey, she doesn't know.
About this time, Kailani will approach. Music caught her ear and piqued her curiosity, and now there are two Theurges outside, apparently engaged in some kind of conversation. So Kailani will approach and show throat 10 points. Raya, latte hand, Raya. What's going on?
Oh, highly awkward. Being called Raya.
10 point again offers that little again, it's like the opposite of a respectful nod. It's like a respectful little backward tilt of the chin. It's an interesting adaptation, but it seems to be working out for her. Good afternoon, Yuff. Shin-Lo is being Shin-Lo, and it's very flamboyant, but all in all, it seems fairly harmless. The kin seem to be enjoying the games he has put up there. I don't really play. It's something where you go in and there's chips and all sorts of strange games that I've never played. Many of the ones with the cards.
Oh, well, I like chips. And that's all the encouragement Kailani needs to walk inside and check it out.
And she may miss it. If Tlate hesitates at all, 10 point will actually like reach into her swag and will pull out a little poker chip that has been like etched with a Fianna symbol. A green one in particular that has been etched with the Fianna symbol.
Tlate has no idea. She's never seen a chip before.
Yeah.
I mean, she's never seen a casino before. I mean, she only heard of it, so this is
Yeah.
good.
10 points just like, I like this one. It has my tribe symbol on it. It's cool. I like it. I'm gonna make it a good luck charm or something. But yeah, so she's just holding on to this one. She likes this one. And she just kind of holds it up, you know. I'd really just try not to be too alarmed. He keeps singing about dens of sin and whatnot, and I'm pretty sure it's not in fact a den of sin, but his enthusiasm is disorienting.
Maybe it is time to have a look inside.
Brace yourself. The greeting process is jarring.
Oh.
She's kind of grinning a little bit just because it's one of those things where like the first time it happened, she had to have the deer in headlights moment, but now that she knows that it happens to people, it's kind of amusing that he does this every time.
Well, I think at least 2 out of 3 are coming in. Is 10 point coming as well?
10 point we'll set aside the better part of her work, and we'll follow along just to kind of watch the reactions as the other 2 walk in for the first time, because it's just kind of funny.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, in they go.
So as y'all approach, basically the Kim folks, she's singing her heart out. She's actually very, very talented. And basically Shin-Lo's just all up, just like, yeah, just singing, playing basically got to the point where he took the little keyboard off the little hinges that was on, just start playing it and just moving around her and just still, singing away. Then he'll see them 3.
Oh, don't you worry. 10 point hangs good and back.
He will jiggle some in his pocket, and basically he'll have something in his hand, and then he will show them his hand, and nothing's not there. And he'll basically go near them and basically be like, "Hello, my 3 sisters of the Sept. Welcome to the place where you all desire to be. Welcome to the place of lovely introductions. Welcome to heavens and stars. Oh, yes. Welcome, Lady Talate. Welcome, Lady Kalani. Welcome, Lady 10 Points. Oh, let me show my introductions." And basically, he'll limbo, basically, to the point where his head is touching the ground. And basically like, anoint me with the good blessings of the noble members of the Sept, of such rank.
Tlatahin realizes at the end of the speech that her mouth is hanging open.
10 point is trembling with the effort of keeping back her laughter and has a hand firmly plastered over her mouth as she watches this. Like she's never seen an introduction done as a limbo before. This is just, it's awe-inspiring. She doesn't know what to do with it. So she's just standing back, watching them take it in.
So, yellow.
Yellow like the sun itself. Helio smiles down upon me, blessing me with such, as they say, swagger of McJagger.
Who?
What?
Maybe another time I'll explain. But if you don't mind to anoint me with your approval, maybe a claw to the throat, maybe a bite to the throat, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to take thy dues.
What?
Yeah. No, Tlatahin understands that. Being like, she will she'll just kind of scratch with her nails softly over his like his neck, and then scratches her own head as she is clearly very uncomfortable in this situation. He has no clue what's going on here.
And once he does that, he gonna be like, "Hi ho!" He just gonna limbo on out, like kind of shimmy shake on up, almost looking like he's doing the Bernie. Oh. I've been summoned. So, what are you ladies doing here? Are you here to check out Heavens and Stars? Are you here to see the wonderful works? What is that behind your hair, Talate Raya? What is that? And basically, he will reach out and basically, he won't touch her ear and he'll pull out basically this tint of like white stripes on it. And basically, it'll be like a chip with the Wendigo symbol.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, she will definitely like hang back when he goes near her head, but she does not know how to respond to this. And as he kind of pulls the chip, she's not. I don't think she's ever seen like a magician or something like that, you know. So she is looking at it, taking it, actually going behind her own ear to feel if there's more of that stuff.
What can it be? Don't you see? It's wonderful and beautiful. It is a chip of your tribe. Do you like it? Oh, I made it with my Krynos claws, and can you hear me singing from the soul? What can it be? Could it be the famous Pure Lander tribe? And basically, we'll give her the coin.
And what is this chip?
It is a chip, not any chip. VIP for you. Now I must give one to my lupus sister Kalani. And he will take out a golden one. And basically, is she a lupus?
No, she's in Hamid.
And he will basically give it to her. Then he'll take his hat off, revealing his very shiny bald head, and put it on her head, and then just give her the coin. Here you go, my sister. This is of our tribe. It is a coin, not any coin. It can get you to paradise. And he will span over to where the campfolk can spin her around. Thank you, my dear. You have been so lovely. Now get your just reward. Go in there and partake in the games or dine with all expenses paid. Here, not any dear, but a beautiful kinfolk. And basically, he will go into the Heavens and Stars place. Then he'll go back to Talate now. Yes.
Sorry. I heard my name, but you broke up a little bit for me then, that is.
I think he just like zipped back over to you after like doing after doing his wavy bit with Kailani, like gestured, invited her inside, and like did that little creepy like that crazy zip thing back over, like yes.
Like, I think Latin at this point is getting a bit scared of Shin-Lo.
Doesn't seem very stable.
Inside, there is some game with these as she holds up the chip.
Hey, you can partake in the first time and
Oh, you broke up really bad.
You don't have to partake in actual money. You have to get in and have a fine meal.
I don't have money.
Just to the tavern and have us full of good money and goodwill and of your friends of the Sept, your brothers and sisters. Let us congregate. Tally ho! And basically he will just basically like slide into the like knee slide into like the establishment.
At which point, 10 point, like as he knee slide, like fucking power slides into his fucking cabin. Tempoint will just kind of step up alongside Latte very briefly and lean over to confide in her. At least you didn't ring the gong this time.
Oh, that was what I was hearing. Right. Okay. I will see inside then, I think. And yeah, she will step through the door or whatever there is in the opening and look inside.
Yep, Tempoint will accompany for moral support because, I mean, it was jarring for her. She can only imagine.
As you all come inside, if y'all want to make it a very investigation roll, y'all can. It looks like basically Kim folks and Guru like having fun, rolling dice on the craps table, doing roulette on the table, basically like the little roulette spinner, and basically you see little tables with the poker tables, and down having drinks. You see this little stargazer kinfolk girl basically going around serving tea, nodding.
I don't have investigation. I do think I will make an Wendigo lore. See if she ever heard a description of a casino.
Oh yes, I'm just gonna give you that. Yeah.
I mean,
This
she
could
comes
be.
from a very remote part. She comes from a very remote sept. So let me. I'll make that roll, and I
wonder
kind
if
of
it would
hope that I
even
fail.
really add up. Like maybe the fact that the tables are green on top, but like even then, like his
dice rolling, alcohol, dice rolling, alcohol serving, cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
go for it.
I will make it a wits Wendigo lore then. It's the same bloody dice roll anyway, so it doesn't
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But that might make more sense. Oh no, not 6, 5. Oh God, she knows. Oh God. She will. Yeah, no. She is just frozen in time for like a good minute or so.
Seeing as she has blue screened, Tempoint will, not having any idea of what she has realized, but only knowing that she seems to be very shocked, will just kind of stand there to what's the word I'm looking for? Run interference, essentially, to make sure nobody like jars her until she kind of reboots, as it were. So like if Shin-Lo comes back around, she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, let's talk to me and not her until she starts breathing steadily again." But yeah, essentially she'll just kind of run interference until she figures out what's going on with Latte there. I imagine Kailani is just smelling food and has like completely abandoned, like, yeah, there's dice and there's cards, but there's food over there.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna make a tracking roll for Kailani. Going to find the food. Find where those good smells are coming from.
I got something special for you if you do make that roll.
Okay, let's see. Da. That is 3. Okay. Four successes.
Okay. So basically you will see you start following your nose, and as Kalani looks around, you can see like two of the kinfolks like waving hands, like traditional Chinese fans are like waving it in a direction telling you to follow in that direction. Like if they waving the smoke in that direction, like with the food.
Oh, well, she'll head over there then.
And basically, she'll get to the room where it says VIP section, and basically it'll be dark, and then the light will shine on Shin-Lo. Have 2 platters of basically like one raw meat, 1 cooked meat, and basically he'll have like on the Jason mask with with basically a butcher shirt, basically, and be like, "It's the Oogie Boogie Man. Ooh. I'm the steaky man. I can fill your bellies up with food and love. I'm the butcher, the scepter, the green. I make you lupuses, all the good meats, all the food that you could eat. Now come into my diner of eats. Ooh, ah, oh, 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 oh. I'm the Oogie Boogie Man." Set the food right there. "Come and dine, my sister." And then he'll just fade away. And then he'll come back out with his suit.
Kailani, if you've ever seen a snake watching a snake charmer, that's Kailani watching Shin-Lo with the plates of food. Just completely focused from side to side. She's listening to him sing, but when the food starts coming her way, she takes the plates and she sits down on the floor and starts eating.
It's okay if you want to take your brief form here, sister. The steaky man won't tell. And then he'll wink at her. And then he'll just go on out and go to where 10 Point and Talate is. But he won't have on his getup on that he basically had.
I think someone, namely me, needs to roll rage. I am so sorry.
Oh no!
Like Gladlein's brain right now is like, beep, this is a casino. This is a casino. The fuck, this is a casino. And then, oh fuck! Not only is it a casino, but apparently there is stuff here with Wendigo glyphs on it. With Wendigo glyphs on it. Rawr! Like, okay, she's good.
And,
Yeah, I'm assuming she does the fluff though. Like,
oh yeah, there is the twitching, the fingers, or like the hands being balled into fists. There's all the telltale signs of someone getting extremely upset.
Well, she doesn't know what's going on. Point is going to take a little initiative, especially as Shin-Lo reemerges and be like, "I think we need some fresh air, Yuff." And kind of like she's not going to try to force. She's just going to kind of like do that kind of come around guidingly, like offering the hand forward to try to coax Latte towards the exit. Because there are a lot of kinfolk in here.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong here? This is a place of worship.
Yuff, maybe just a moment.
And he'll call for kinfolk. Make sure Sister Kalani and I have more than she can eat of the steak. Add a little pork in it too. She loves to eat. And basically kinfolk will bow and go.
And yeah, Tempo's just gonna carefully, with the not touching, just kind of try to guide / coax Latte at least towards the exit, because maybe once she gets some fresh air,
she's not frenzying, and she understands the kinfolk and the situation, so she will go outside.
At which point, 10 Point will show every evidence of some relief, and even grateful look like flat out to Latte for obviously keeping a grasp on her shit.
This is so bad.
Is something wrong, Raya?
That is the worst thing I have ever seen on Sept.
Why? Apologies, Raya. I'm familiar with gambling, but Murder Hobo does it as well, Raya. I mean, in on the spot bets, but it is just where everyone can come to play the same game.
And he takes a deep breath, looks at 10 points, realizes that she's a Fiona. He can't really say this the way she would like to say this.
For what it's worth, 10 points so braced, you know exactly the position she's in, like.
Shin-Lo
So
is by the door just looking at them, and he has a smile on his face, but it's not no mischievous. We just smiling. He's hearing all this going on. He's just like.
she is pacing at this point back and forth and is keeping herself from going in to breathe and trying to smack up this place. She's
Perhaps if you explained it to me, Raya?
I need to calm down first.
Of course.
When my ancestors were still the only ones in these lands, and then they got attacked. And later, when a lot of us were already destroyed, there were those who came with alcohol and games and gambling, and they ruined almost all the kin that we had left. The few that they left to us, that they didn't slaughter or killed with their diseases that they brought along, they put them to these places and destroyed them. These places are not of Gaia. I need to calm.
Take a couple
down.
offering steps kind of towards the lake that's closest to the cabins, as if like, maybe we walk this way.
I am going to roll a stealth, and I am going to follow.
No.
I'm just waiting for Kailani to like come out carrying literally an entire tray or something. But yeah, well,
Actually, he's gonna look in there and be like, "Kinfolk," and then the little girl gonna run up. Beautiful lady, make sure you bring some food. Lots of meats, rices, and see if you can get any. How can I say? Dishes of what Native Americans like to eat. Make sure. Good.
poor Stargazer kid.
And give the tray to me. Thank you. And basically, you know, once you get done with that, he's going to make his stealth roll. Super stealth roll.
Yeah, admittedly, 10 points of tension is on Tlate, and just especially as she's pacing and obviously trying to calm herself down. You know what? She likes the lake. The lake is, you know, it's right over there. Maybe if she takes a couple steps that way and kind of gestures to it, she'll want to go that way. That seems calming.
And Shin-Lo's like the wind gonna get the tray, just like
Jesus,
ninja guy, and basically.
I'm trying to look up that new role for getting rage away from you, because you can't.
Well, you can't shift to do it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about other actions.
So there are a couple of cabins, including their own, is like close by, and instead of going to the lake, because Latina does not want the lake to be destroyed with these horrible like memories, she will pace towards her cabin, will take Krynos, and she can insta shift because breed form.
Gonna destroy like a wood pile or something.
Yeah, exactly. She's just gonna smash her claws into like the porch, like the porch fence. Basically, I can kind of imagine there being a fence.
Yeah, the rail.
around. Yeah, exactly. So she's just gonna smash that up and spending some like most of her rage. Like she's gonna fucking make sure that she only has one rage left. So she's gonna put like 4 rage through it. This is gonna smack up the entire fence of the rail of the porch.
Yep. It's gonna stand back here at this nice safe distance and let her do her thing.
And finally, or well, actually rather fast, because she's burning that rage to make sure that she gets calm. So in like maybe
I was gonna say
6
even
or
rounds. It's like what?
It's yes, exactly. So in a matter of seconds, that rail is completely destroyed, and Fluffy kind of takes her time, just gets on her or kind of falls on her knees. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. Slowly moves back into Hamid over like the next minutes, and just sighs.
And it's not until after the sigh that 10 Point will kind of get a closer proximity. She's still not going to get into Talate's personal space. I apologize, right? I didn't know.
No, you couldn't. It's the Sept has different traditions than what I'm used to. I don't want that here. I don't want that on Sept. But it's not my call to make.
For what it's worth, it doesn't seem as though he's actually requiring money to play the games. I've gone in and offered this chip to get some to play with, and then traded them back to get this one back again. And they don't all have these markings on them, Raya.
When they got markings in a place like that.
If it helps, I've seen a handful of them. I think he just had special ones made for each member of the Sept.
And y'all can make a check to smell the food.
Sure, why not? Finding out about that is no. I got one success. She smells a little bit of food.
And it smells like food that your set probably used to make for you when you was young, or if they allowed Metis, to eat.
To be fair, unless you have like Wendigo lore, I don't know that you can like necessarily know what that is. You could make her seafood or something. I don't know.
My bad. He would. This ain't me trying to
like
be
it's a healthy guess to be Talate like seafood, but
yeah, this is like basically like salmon, all that, like traditional, like basically he Googled Native American cuisine basically. Like
there's a lot of different kinds of Native American, bro.
But
so many.
It's actually legit.
And and that's why he got so many different plates. Like basically like. And basically he will come there and he's like la 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 la, searching for me when I was lost, and now I'm found. Now I came to a better place. And he'll come and just basically roll out this little mat. Basically, we'll put food right there: salmon, fish, chicken. And basically be like, and we'll sit right there and be like, Talate, Brian, did I do anything to in some way? Did I offend you?
Oh God, she cannot lie. Oh, this is mean. She looks at Shin-Lo, takes a very deep breath. I am sure it was unintentional. But this place, this is a gambling place, right?
It is a place of It's a place of serenity and also to have fun. But I will tell you the other reason. Yes, it is a place of gambling.
My tribe has taught me that that is bad. Wendigo does not appreciate these kind of places. I would kindly ask you to at least don't have any Wendigo cliffs there.
Only one specially made for you.
All right.
Know what my real purpose behind this is?
Please enlighten me.
Of course. The Sept, the kinfolk here, they need revenue. They do a lot for us. They tilt the lands. They go out to the fields. You know what I mean about tilt the lands. I mean jobs and stuff, metaphorically. But anyways, they go out to the lands. They do what needs to be done. Today, we give them a thank you. We offer them our protection. Yes, we Guru may think that is enough, but that is not enough as we are their protectors. We are the angels that stands beneath. We are the angel that stands with them when trouble comes around. When the worm threatens them, we are the divine judgment of the Emerald Mother herself to cast down upon the enemies. Use this money here that will be generating real soon to help the kinfolks and to also help the Sept out too if it needs any revenue, if it needs any money to pull from. And also my pack, the Urban Vigil.
Yeah, if I have a question.
And what is that?
Many of the Guru don't have jobs, and thus only so many of them make money. So if it were to make money, wouldn't it come from the same kin and the Guru? It wouldn't be coming from outside. No one else can come into the place here on Sept, not in a veiled area.
It will expand.
Blinks.
It'll be expanded.
You broke up really bad.
Once I get enough revenue, I will go out into the land. Basically, he'll take till basically taps it on his chin.
You're still breaking up really, really bad, bro.
But also, oh my bad. He will basically take out his fan and basically look towards 10 point and tap on his chin. This is basically an experiment until I can get enough money to expand. Now I will have the kinfolk running.
So you're not using this one to gain money? Because the only place it can come from reliably, really, are the kin. And if it is meant to give to the kin, it just becomes a wheel.
And he will. It is just an experiment for now. If you see fit to say so.
She'll be kind of keeping a measuring, occasional little glances over to Talate to kind of measure her
Once I can get
expression.
that right connection with somebody.
Platine is mostly taking in the conversation. She is still looking pissed, but not as much as like she was before. More like a sort of exhausted pissed right now, and it seems to at this point prefer to listen and think a lot.
And so, since she's maintaining a kind of quiet listening posture and expression, 10 Point will turn back to kind of thoughtfully talking to Shin-Lo. Then Yef, perhaps as a concession, at least at this one here, and she kind of gestures, like does the little, nodding her brow towards it. Perhaps here, do not take in actual money and keep it games.
No.
And then it is between you and the keeper of the lands, I suppose. Yef.
Then we can talk. Or if you won't, we can sell this right now.
She holds a higher position than you, Yef, and a higher rank. I was trying to suggest a compromise.
He will look at
10
Point. My bad. He will look at 10 Point and basically give her a very sharp look and just basically look towards the latte. Do you want it gone that bad?
I understand your reasoning. As long as Sept has no problems with it, and as long as it doesn't create addiction to it. I am fine. No, I will not protest this being here. But my tribe has a bad history with these kind of places. And I have been taught to hate them.
So you've been taught hate.
I am Wendigo.
I'm a stargazer. Hate.
You know little of Wendigo, apparently.
And you know little of stargazer.
True.
So I am not trying.
As said, I am not denying that you are trying to do good with this. But I don't think any of the pure tribes will partake in this. And Wendigo are not. Well,
Latte?
Yes.
Stand firm with your convictions. Do you want it gone, or do you not want it gone? Yes or no? Because I will not cause disunity upon the set. Do you want it gone? I don't want it gone.
The Sept is, as you pointed out multiple times, needs a form of unity. That also means that when there is a problem for one person on Sept, or a few, most of the Sept approves, and it will stay. I will accept that.
And Shin-Lo kind of leaned his head back, and he will take a point of rage and just lean it. And you will see basically he tenses up. You will see a vein from his head just like. Talate Raya, I mean unity. You represent, while you are Wendigo of the Sept, you represent your Pure Lander tribe. And then you represent the Pure Lander kinfolks that are here. If they have problems with this, that means that they will have problems with that. You know what that will cause? That will cause disunity. That will cause rumors to spread. That will cause fun. And I will not allow it. And he will get up and he will go to basically
Shin-Lo?
the little cabin. What is that?
She's calling him back.
And he will look and he will come back.
Me telling you to dismantle this thing will cause the same arguments, the same rumors, the same side eyes.
And he will basically look at her. No, it won't. I will do something to compensate for this, but I will not have this. If it's bothersome, I will not do so. I will do something to compensate for this. Let
Instead,
me do what needs.
I will talk with the pure tribes. I understand that my education has been rather traditional. I will talk with the other pure tribe members on the Sept, see how they feel. If there is a big issue, I'm sure we can resolve this without any broken fences.
It won't be no broken fences. No, it won't. I I have I will do this. I will think of another way to do this. So, Talate Riot, you mind me having this, doing this? I really do need to do this.
I would prefer you not close it on my words only, as there are many
It
words
is not on. I'm
to
sorry.
keep it open.
It's not on your words. It is on the principles of unity.
May I volunteer a thought, Yav?
What is that?
You do many things passionately, but more than anything, since you have come here, you have offered service to the Gru and the kin of the Sept with your cooking. Have you considered simply cooking and selling your food? You could teach the kin your recipes. You could make money that way to give back to them and give them the jobs once you've taught them the way that your people cook. You seem to enjoy it very much.
That can be done. And basically, he'll make a loud clap, and basically, you'll just see a kinfolk just running over there. Beautiful madam, tell the kinfolks and guru of the sept, those that are there, tell them that they have 5 hours to do what they need to do, indulge in their vices, become a true place of worship, the cooking of food and the tasting of quite good edifices and other such things. Do that. Make it more better. Spruce up the works. You're good at that. Thank you, lovely. And basically, she will bow, basically run over there, and basically you see a bunch of Kim moving some stuff out. Because the Kim folks and gorillas are obviously more interested in cooking, basically, the food and the alcohol.
As all this starts up, Tim Point will take a glance aside to Talate and say, excuse me a moment, Raya. And we'll slip up, and while all of this hustle and bustle is happening, we'll briefly go, again, the cabins are all within a certain distance. They're all within the veiled area, so she'll be able to be seen as she makes her way over towards her own pack's cabin, and comically kind of clambers half under the porch. And there's some moving around and some shuffling of things. Lord knows what all she has hoarded under there. But in the end, she will come back out with trying to think what in the world she would store it in. Probably just a little fabric pouch. And we'll actually come back around, and where Shin-Lo is directing people. Let me quickly check and see my shit so I'm accurate. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sure. Okay. So she will tuck aside a little bit, I guess. Or no, that was probably previously spent. So that works out. So yeah, she'll basically wander up to Shin-Lo and will gingerly reach out and just kind of, like, since I imagine he's in the middle of the flow, we'll just kind of reach out and do that thing where you like nudge a hand against someone's arm just to get them to glance over.
He will look.
If you're honest in your intentions, Yav, here, take this to help you start one when you are ready to make one offset. And we'll offer him this little fabric bag and just look to kind of shove it in his hand.
He will look.
And once he takes it, and if he goes fishing around in it, he'll find like roughly $400 of cash in there.
He will look at her. He will go over to like a little kinfolk and be like, the one who's been helping him out, and he will basically take the money out and he will give it to her. Give that to your mother. Make sure you do good by it. You helped me out a great deal. Come back and help to cook. I will be glad to do so for you to do so. And she will nod and basically will go back in there. And basically, I do not need the money. They need the money more than I do. So through that, I will give them. I will give her that, if you don't mind.
She kind of tilts her head, but shrugs. I had thought that you meant to make more of these. And she kind of gestures to the building he's been reusing out there. And if you do set them up, don't they bring in more money from the people out in the city? So you could overall give more. But once it is yours, it is yours. Do with it what is right. But if your purpose was to help the kin, whether it is handing it to them now or earning more over a greater length of time, I hope you at least feel like you accomplished what you set out to do, Yev.
In due time, the Emerald Mother will show me the way. It will show me the way. She will show me the way to many things. Often. But until now, I will cook the sap of the grain.
Shin-Lo, Tlat will slowly approach. I do respect and in a way grateful that you decide to do this. If I have a herbal garden with lots of herbs, and I know a little of cooking, just a little. If you would like and would accept, I would be more than willing to help you, to offer assistance in either a form of herbs or a hand in the kitchen.
Do your kinfolks like cooking?
I don't have any kin.
Do you know any kinfolks of your tribe that are here?
There are several, yes.
Do they know much about your tribe?
Well, my tribe is widely spread across the lands, so it depends also on where they have been raised.
And he will look around at 10 points and, Talante, here is what I want you lovely ladies to do. I want you both on certain days, on particular days, to come in and talk about your tribe, talk about the good times, the bad times, but also talk about lessons that comes within learning the one's tribe. This will promote unity. This will promote unity amongst the tribes that are here. Talk to many other tribesmen of the Sept and see if they would like to here as we dine, as we eat, and as we partake. It fills our soul and bellies with much needed food.
Tlatin will not. I can share some information about my tribe. My sister was better at it, but I can try and, well, fill her shoes.
I would love to hear more about the Pure Landers. They were noble people.
I will do my best.
And he'll look around. Until then, let us all partake in the food. What are we doing out here for? We need to go in there and have something to eat. And he'll basically spin into the cabin like a maniacal madman.
In the wake of the cackling, yeah, 10 Point's just gonna kind of blink.
Yeah, there's some side eye coming from Platine to 10 Point. Like, is that normal?
And as you know, seeing as the gambling things are being moved, and what the food is still there, 10 Point will kind of start easing that direction, not quickly, and we'll proceed to regale Tlate as they return to the fact that, you know, there's a very good chance that Shin-Lo spent well over a full day trapped in the gauntlet, and this might just be, you know, one of those hinky side effects that comes from such things.
I see. Right.
This is her grasping at straws, but it's the only explanation she can think of for the way Shin-Lo acts. She's got nothing else.
Yeah, Platine had another idea, but this is a better explanation. Well, at least a safer explanation.
And when they about to come in, Shin-Lo will stick his head out the door as a bunch of Bone Arcan leaves. No, well, Bone Arcan, we will do a barbecue tonight with the point at basically sitting. How about a fire? Toasted, roasted s'more. Basically, what Shin-Lo said was have a barn fire with the casino stuff that he had, and basically roast marshmallows and do barbecue.
Oh, the smell of marshmallow and barbecue? That will attract Kailani.
Does Kailani just roll out of the building to join into the barbecue?
Following her nose. Well, I mean, you know, she had food. Her food is gone. People kept bringing her food, but there's no Shin-Lo, there's no Tlate, there's no 10 Point. She finished the tasty food and trots out looking for the marshmallows and the barbecue, and she will just sort of sidle up and poke her head up where the bag of marshmallow is, grab it with her teeth, pull it down onto the ground, stick her head in, and start eating.
Oh, very well. I was going to say 10 Point will offer to be the pair of opposable thumbs that she needs in her life, but you know what? She seems to have that on lockdown, so
This is so good. This is thank you for all the meat, Shin-Lo. It's wonderful. I don't remember the last time I ate this much. It's so good. And marshmallows for dessert are. She'll lift her head up out of the bag and lick her chops. You are like a yellow wizard of happiness. And she'll put her head back in the bag and start eating again.
And Shin-Lo will smile and just be like, no, yes, I am happiness. I am unity incarnate. I am create soul. I am Luna's resolve. I take a silver bullet for you if I had. Basically, elbows Tlate a little bit.
She does not seem fully comfortable with this behavior. Not gonna lie. She's a little worried. What is a marshmallow?
Oh, what? What?
I feel like 10 Point needs to like just have one and be kind of idly squishing it. And kind of offers it over with a doubtful glance. Fluffy?
It's the best, marshmallow fluffy best. It's the tastiest treat you ever have. Take a bite out of it and you're gonna love it. Eat it, eat it. Why don't you eat the marshmallow? Take a bite.
Yeah. Sorry. That was amazing. Yeah. She will look at the marshmallow. Kind of like the same way that 10 Point was like squishing it, is doing the same. Yeah, we'll try and take a bite and then. Sweet. That's sugar.
Oh, they're so good, latte beans. I can't believe you've never tried them. Mm.
It's sticky.
Tasty.
That is very, very intense.
Well, mademoiselle, and he'll spin around and basically go near like bushes and take out like a Frenchman hat and basically a Frenchman like little fake mustache. Well, mademoiselle, how about I put a little bit of chocolate on it? And basically, he'll take out some Hershey's hardened chocolate. How about you take a bite of this?
Um, What was it again? Sorry. What is it?
He basically,
Chocolate.
yeah, he
Oh,
basically.
I mean, I can't imagine that she's never had chocolate before, like on this Sept. Off Sept, no. Um, so her eyes will brighten up a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, I know chocolate."
Do you know about the chocolate? The taste of the stones. The taste that goes in your mouth. Into the money.
Shin-Lo, are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling better than before. I am filled with the spirit and glory of the sweet Emerald Mother.
Have you spoken to Will lately?
No, no, no. I just get all happy. Talk. I start to sing. I start to make sometimes. Some say I'm crazy. I'm touched by the little bit of the crazy. Wee wee.
And 10 Point kind of picks up what Latte is putting down and blinks owlishly a few times because let's be honest, what happened was the exact opposite. He was like all locked up in the weave. So what? Oh God! Now she's kind of lost again. She's just musing at Shin-Lo, like she's not upset. She's just kind of watching him like he's magic. Just can't fucking figure it out. Though she is nibbling on a marshmallow because they have a very interesting texture as she muses. Because marshmallows.
Take it, take it, take it. Eat and partake of it. As it's sweet, as it trickles in your mouth as it gives sweet, sweet texture of the ingredients given from the Emerald Mother herself. Mmm, yummy. And basically, he will go to the bushes and basically take off and just basically look. You enjoying it?
Yes.
That is good.
She still looks a little worried at this point to Shin-Lo. I think I do enjoy it, and I thank you for your time, Shin-Lo. I think I need to find Eric Raya.
Oh, you mean my alpha? What are you going looking for him for? If you don't mind me asking.
Just some things that I want to discuss with him.
Of course, he is a strong and proud member of the Sept Mighty Wormful Worms God. Yes.
Yes, I guess he is.
If you're his sister, you're my sister too. You like hugs? I love hugs. And he'll give her a hug.
Darkwood's eyes are wide, but she can't move. It's too magical.
Oh my god! No!
Quick, Fox Frenzy! I don't know.
And then he'll just whisper, "I will take a silver bullet for you."
Is
And
he
if anybody
actually
have a
hugging her? Is he actually hugging her? Oh god!
and basically what he'll
I'm gonna activate a gift. It's horrible that I'm using this gift before I use it in combat, and I'm actually using it in fucking a hug. But a hug is basically a grapple, so I think it will work. I believe that one. I had 4 dice to roll for that. It's diff 7. I'm really hoping this works.
Would you roll me to roll my brawling strength?
Oh fuck! No, never mind. I'll activate. You can't get it done.
He'll be like, he'll just hug her. He'll be like, and don't worry, if somebody has a problem with you, I'll take care of them. Unity! And then he'll just set her down.
Wait, he actually lifted her up.
No, yeah, he lifted her up a little bit. He was like,
Give her the
god!
squeeze in.
Oh my god!
Tip, I can't think what to say except that 10 Point has like not quite deer in headlights, but is just frozen in shock.
Yep. I swear, if ice could shoot fire, Shin-Lo would be, well, in her case, it would probably shoot ice, so he would have been a frozen statue at this point. And I think, yeah, I mean, 10 Point knows how Plato feels about physical contact that she doesn't expect.
She's such a touchy-feely person, after all.
So that stare, and she is staring at Shin-Lo, and it's like, right. I will talk to you all later. And she will grab her mirror and will poof away in the umbra before anything bad can happen.
Kailani is trying to wave. Basically, she's just pawing at the ground.
10 Point is still just staring. Like, her eyes are still wide in shock. And Talate puffs. Like, just piffs out. And she's just in awe. She doesn't know what the fuck to do with her life right now. And she's not sure how Shin-Lo is. Oh my, there's more hugs. Well, so she starts like doing that little creep retreat thing where it's like, I shouldn't run. That would be very impolite, but I really want to run. And it's like, no, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good.
Okay. All right.
You are very affectionate, Shin-Lo. Very affectionate.
We're brothers and sisters of the Sept. We're family.
I don't come from a hugging family.
You don't want to be in my family.
I just don't really.
I am about to roll.
You're crying. Oh my god!
Oh. There you go.
Oh great, now it's my turn. Latte, no, take
167.
Okay, I gotta be able to roll against that. It's not gonna be pretty, but I can roll against 1.
Do it.
Oh my god! What a travesty has this become? It's subterfuge, so it would be wit subterfuge. Thankfully, I don't take a thing for not having it, but I only got 3 dice. Oh my god. Thankfully, she gets 2 successes, but she still looks, for what it's worth, I don't think she's ever seen someone, like, ham it up that hard before with the fake tears, so she still looks kind of shocked and alarmed. As he's
and
like...
Shin-Lo kind of... He will walk and be like, I am ugly. I have no one to love me, for they don't. You are my only friend. And look at
I see
Kalani.
what you're fucking doing, sir. That's my song. Get out of here.
Kailani will put her head on his leg and puts her chin against his thigh and look up at him with the baggy face, big watery eyes.
Sister 10 Point, why have you cut me with such deep knife?
It's kind of hard to tell that she saw through it again because she still looks very disoriented by the whole display. Yuff, you have to understand, I am not used to being touched at all. Back home, the bells were so that people could avoid me.
Do not worry, we're all ugly.
He just said what?
She's not even mad. She's just like, oh, well, okay, fine. I mean, if you feel the way I feel, okay. Acceptance.
I will do Dex Athletic to get on the roof.
Oh, Jesus.
So, okay, that's good. He will like kind of like parkour up to the roof and be like, you know, on like if there's a chimney and look up out there rolling in the winds. I'll be out there, and 10 Point can receive hugs because she really needs a hug. Out there, roaming in the winds, needs a hug. Ah! And then he'll just fall off the roof.
Just before he's falling off the roof, 10 Point will lean over and offer to Kailani while he's mid-song. Yuff, if you will run interference on his fascination with hugging, I will promise to give you half my meal every time we are in his establishment, anytime you ask.
Kailani, her ears sort of shift in the direction of 10 Point as she's speaking, and then her whole head does this turn toward her on a dime. The deal.
Thank you.
And she will trot up to Shin-Lo, and she will leap into his arms to give him a hug.
Lupus hug.
Oh, and basically he will hug her like, oh. It's always good to see a sister Lupus of the tribe.
She has her front legs over his shoulders, and she is nuzzling his neck and licking his face and really just hemming it up.
And 10 Point is going to take advantage of this distraction and just kind of just be like, oh, look, I hear Mariah calling. I'm just gonna like, let me see if I can make this at all smooth, because I know I don't have stealth. It's not that she's sneaky, it's just that there's a lot of ham going on right now. So she just kind of just quietly just goes. Just runs away. Yeah. She might even, like, if Shin-Lo starts asking before she's gotten properly out of sight, she will probably pull a Talate and flick out her mirror and be like, oh sweet god, no. And just poof. Oh no, did we lose everyone? Oh, he muted himself. I think his phone just...
Food is wonderful. People are wonderful. They kept bringing me food, you know.
I am back. What did I miss?
I was just telling Shin-Lo he has an amazing place, and people kept bringing her food.
And basically, while she hammed it up, 10 Point, like, especially since she's getting all up in his face and being all cutesy and shit, like, 10 Point, like, did the sidle to exit stage left, and if Shin-Lo, like, called out anything or was like, hey, where'd 10 Point go, before she got, like, good and clean away, is just gonna pull out her mirror and be like, puh! Nope. I'm out. I'm done.
She'll be like, where'd Sister Shin-Lo go? Not Sister Shin-Lo. Where did Sister 10 Point go?
Yeah, she just immediately pulls out the mirror and is like, no, dear God, please. She's been overdosed on Shin-Lo for the day. She just piffs.
I think Mariah called.
Of course. It must be a mission going on today. Well, and then he'll basically well, I guess this certain Lupus needs to have more meals. Am I correct? Are you hungry?
Helani will cant her head to one side, and her ears will lean back a moment like she's deep in thought. Yes, I am still hungry. There's more food?
Ah, yes. Yes, more food. Yes. Let us all partake of meals.
Yes, amazing. Okay, you can put me down now.
Okay.
And she starts leaning toward the ground.
Well, all right then. And he'll clap his hands. Make sure that you deliver the seekers, and make sure you give the seekers some dumplings. Lots of dumplings. Like last time. Put it on their... and make sure the children of the wild get some dumplings too.
Oh, I will. I promise. I will bring them dumplings. She'll get up on her back legs and put a paw around where she thinks her heart is. I promise. I will deliver them dumplings, and I will not eat or taste a single one.
I hope so. For if you do, you won't get the special steak I've been making for you. And then he'll scratch his chin and he'll walk into the establishment.
she'll drop back down onto all fours. You're making me a special steak?
You will never know unless everything is delivered. And basically, I guess that's where we end our scene. Basically, Shin-Lo will turn on the TV. He'll have the kid and Guru that works there, and they will basically be watching TV, and he'll cook for them all while he's in there, very content. And that's where we'll end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another exciting installment of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York, Shin-Lo edition.